We're back here on Maryland Fall Sports Media Day with the head coach of Maryland Women's Golf, Kelly Hovland. And Kelly, the last time we chatted was on Here at the Turtle in the spring.
Yeah.
You guys were headed into the NCAA regionals. Reflect on that time down in Athens. You guys really, really battled. And I'm sure that gives you a little bit of a springboard into the 23-24 season.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we played great golf. Just came up a few shots short of making nationals, but played really well. We just kind of, Augusta caught a heater there on the back nine and snuck out a few extra birdies to keep us from advancing. But I was so proud of the team with how they handled the golf course, the competition, handled themselves. And really, we have that same group coming back and have added a couple key pieces that I think can really keep that momentum not only going, but building and continuing to raise those expectations for us as a team and each of them as individuals.
As you said, you bring a ton of those pieces back. So do you use that week as a little bit of motivation to say, guys, we were right there, and now we can get to the next block and get to nationals?
You know, I don't think I have to supply much of the motivation. I think it's right there. They saw it in their hands, and I don't even want to say we let it slip away. It's just, you know, someone had a hole out and a couple of eagles on 9 holes of golf. They just kind of snuck out a few extra shots, but we played awesome. Just so proud of how they handled themselves on a really difficult golf course, difficult conditions, and so I don't think the motivation is there. What I do think it does is give us confidence that no matter what the ranking is on next to a team that we're playing against, that we can go out there and compete with the best in the country. And so I think it really just gives us that confidence that no matter course, competition, venue, we can step up and we can hang with the best.
We're chatting with you here, really so far away from your championship season. But I know these fall months are incredibly key to what you guys do. What do you look to get out of the fall that springboards you into the spring?
Sure. Yeah, I think sadly the strokes that we take in 2 weeks at Yeamans count just the same as they do in April. So we have to get off to a really good start. I think we have to be prepared for some really, really tough tournaments that we have this fall, and that's getting this group together. You know, I don't take it for granted that we have a lot of experience coming back, that it's just going to happen. We've really got to build those relationships with this group of people and develop our own expectations for this season, and not just assume that, hey, this is just going to be like last year. We put a lot of effort, a lot of work into it, and we need to do the same to get off to that same good start this year, and just be consistent. You know, this fall season is probably our toughest schedule we've ever put together, because I think this is the best team we've ever had. So we've got to be able to go out there and kind of put the results together and be consistent throughout the fall season to set up that championship run in the spring.
Give Terp fans sort of a rundown of what that, potentially best team you've had looks like from top to bottom. Yeah,
I think, we have an All-American coming back in Trish Makova. We have a sophomore returning in Nietzsche Kampai, who was top 75 as a freshman, so on the verge of an All-American. And we have a super senior in Mavi Corby, who has been able to be the core of our team for as long as I've been here, and provide that leadership to kind of bring everyone together. And so I think that's from a talent standpoint, from a leadership standpoint, and from just a fun group of young women standpoint, I think it's the recipe for kind of how we take this team to the next level. And I never want to deal with rankings. That is what it is. Good golf will take care of those numbers. But I think to continue to be at the top of the Big Ten championship is really, really important for us, because we see ourselves there. We've kind of the journey in the last maybe 5 to 7 years to the top of the Big Ten has been, peaks and valleys, of course, but we're there, and we want to go prove that and be consistent in the top of the Big Ten as it's currently known. We'll reevaluate in a couple of years as we continue to get the new teams in, but we see ourselves there. We want to continue to battle for that, especially because we get to host the Big Ten championship here in Maryland this year. So that's definitely at the top of kind of our vision board for the year, and then it's just continuing to be consistent enough throughout the year to make that postseason and put ourselves in position to qualify for the national championship.
Hopefully Maryland fans can come out to the championship.
Yeah, absolutely. Bully Rock, yeah.
I dare to say this is the most important question. What is the state of Kelly Hovland's game right now?
I will say I played in the Rolling Roads member guest last weekend, and I got to say, we dominated.
Wow.
We dominated.
Wow.
Now, I will also say the demographics were 75 years and older. But we dominated, and so making a lot of birdies, but I also need a nice circle of friendship to be able to pick it up if I get a little too aggressive on the first putt, because I don't like to putt 3-footers.
There you go.
So, but I can still hit it hard. I can still hit the wedges, but, I'm going to give it a go on the first putt and then pick it up.
leading from the front on the course for all of your players.
Absolutely.
Follow Maryland women's golf all year long through the fall and in the spring, and make sure to come out to the Big Ten Championships when they're hosted at Bully Rock in the spring. Kelly Hovland, thanks so much.
Thank you.